Hey guys, eDogPlays here, bringing you guys another video. Today we're hopping back into Tap Titans 2 for part 81 of this series. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. Today is a pretty exciting one. So as you can see in the top left, we have a raid going, and actually they perfectly align this. So there was some conversation in the clan talking about like when we should actually start these tournaments or these raids. And because people were missing some of the times and stuff like that, and me including, because when I get up, I don't have that much time to actually go on and do a raid. You know, I have to be up by a certain time and, you know, on within the first 20 minutes to actually join or, you know, do without missing my attacks, right? So it was a little difficult, but it's okay. You know, this is a perfect time when I did my attacks. I've already done 8 attacks so far. Today's video we'll be doing the 12th. We're gonna go and claim our daily reward of 10 crafting shards. This is super exciting. As you guys know, we've been kind of hoarding crafting shards as much as we possibly can over the past couple weeks, I would say, for sure, maybe even about a month. But we're currently at 157, which means we're gonna have 120 to actually craft the next equipment piece, 120 to craft the next one, leaving us with like 37 left for, you know, to go towards the next one. And if we do good in the crafting shards tournament, if we come first, we get another 120, so that will probably even pay for the one after that. So this could be really good. If we get first place in our next tournament, we could have enough to purchase another or third equipment piece, which is going to be super exciting. But I do kind of want to start off by just, you know, setting everything up, because I feel like we need to prestige, or I'm going to try to prestige here today, but we need to get up quite a few more stages here. We'll go ahead and unlock Deadly Strike and get that activated there. I want to get around 10,000, you know, it was close to. In yesterday's video, we actually were just below stage 10,000. We didn't receive the auto buy heroes on prestige because we weren't above stage 10,000, which was super unfortunate. I didn't think it worked like that, but it totally does. And I was, you know, I was dumb, but whatever. One of you guys actually commented saying that I should really start focusing on some of my gold. So in yesterday's shop, Polly, I was just going to say, I hope he's here again. Polly was in yesterday's shop. So what I'm going to be focusing on now is like whenever there's a pet in the shop that, you know, does gold and things like that, and going to be next tournament, I'm going to be more focused on the artifacts that actually give me more gold. I'm going to be a little bit more focused on this. So thank you for whoever pointed out. I think it was Joe Mama pointed it out, and I really do appreciate it. But we're gonna go ahead and purchase 3 more polys here. Again, this is gonna be a passive kind of bonus, right? I mean, we don't have poly activated, of course. So if we take a look how far down and like how much of a boost are we really getting. So if we would have bought him yesterday, it would have been even more. But right now we're getting times 1.68 for all gold, right? So I mean, that's not specifically Cheriston gold or anything like that. So that is nice that it's all gold for sure, at least. But I'm glad we got a poly today, because I was kind of upset when he told me that I should have been buying it yesterday. Got a little upset that I completely forgot about it. But if there's anything else, so there's Annabelle sword primary boost. Like, we still have 282 gems. I did buy some. I bought a pet off camera just a couple hours ago before the shop reset. We got all hero damage there, all damage, and non-boss damage. But like I said, I'm going to be focusing as much as I can on all gold just for the next couple days, try to get that up a little bit, because he pointed out that it was a little low. So we'll go ahead and continue to work through this. As soon as we can reset all of these skills, or, you know, reactivate them again, I'm going to start off by doing the raids. So we'll actually take a look here, see what hero it is. We're working on a brand new Takedar. Okay, that's perfect. I probably pronounced that so wrong. But we attack all of it, which is so good, and it's so nice, especially when you get like a full deck or a full hero. It's great, you know. Honestly, I mean, you want to obviously destroy the heroes and things like that, but it's nice when you have so many options to attack. So we're going to start with our very first one, which is going to be our head deck. My finger is a little sweaty, so sometimes it does stick, but hopefully I can get at least the 600 taps, and I mean, that's all that matters, right? It's all about like consistency. I mean, I could swipe really quickly at the beginning, and then if I die off at the end, you know, I'm not getting my 600 taps, because it only registers so many taps per second. You know, you could be swiping extremely fast and it wouldn't even be registering it. So you really got to be consistent with it. It's not about going really quick at the beginning and then kind of dying off. You got to make sure you're doing the same pace throughout the entire thing to get all 600 taps. We did get, in yesterday's video, we got 3 out of the 4 decks. We got all 600 taps. The very first one, absolutely smashing it again. 477,000 damage. It's absolutely insane. So we're going to go ahead and, of course, submit that score. Again, as you can see, so 300,000 damage from Purifying Blast, 28,000 from Acid Drench, which isn't amazing, but it definitely helps the Purifying Blast to kind of feed some damage. And then the average stack is just over 2, so that's pretty good as well there. So we'll go ahead and do our next one, of course, but we're gonna go ahead and reset everything here, activate that, unlock that skill just so we can get Deadly Strike going again, activate that. Just trying to get as far as I possibly can right now, because like I said, I'm trying to get above, hopefully we can get above stage 10,000 a day, just so we don't have to buy the heroes. Not because I'm super lazy and you know it's gonna make a massive difference. It's just, you know, we've unlocked it before and I want to keep getting it as many times as we can, just because it's cool. You know, I've never had this feature before and it's really cool to finally actually get it. Pet quest, we can actually use some of our pet quests, so we're gonna do this. You know what, we might as well use them all now. Sure, whatever, doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and upgrade the rest of that. And okay, those are about to die off. Hopefully we can do a war cry upgrade. Maybe, there we go, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and reset that one. We'll buy this skill, boom boom, and then there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and do our second one here, which is gonna be our limb deck. So again, we kind of figured out that the best damage was going to be going leg, hand, and shoulder. Even though we do miss a little bit of damage, or a little bit of taps, sorry, not damage. We'll get like around 570 taps, even though, you know, we're not getting the full 600, but it's still doing more damage than if we were to get 600 on the either arm or arm and shoulder, or just arm, whatever you may go for. But it's still doing more damage because the more limbs you attack, the better with this deck. And I found that out because of the very far right card. I forget what it's called actually, but it does 25% more damage to limbs. I'm sure you guys know that. I'm just a noob. But 550 taps, that's not amazing, but again, 407,000 damage. That is really, really good, and I'm happy with that score. Okay, so we'll go ahead and continue that. We got 2 more obviously to go ahead and do, but it's not looking good unless that activates Deadly Strike. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and do some upgrades there. Hopefully we can push past this, get a little bit further. You know, we're really struggling lately with these higher stages. It's a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Going into next tournament may be a struggle, may not be, but you know, mainly the main thing going from here on out is basically the crafting shards tournament. And I was actually super unprepared for the last one. I do apologize for that again, just because I totally didn't think that it was that day. I thought there was 4 different tournaments, so it would have been, again, every second Saturday was a crafting shard one, but I was totally wrong. It's not, it's every 3. So, you know, if it was on a Saturday one day, the next time it's going to be on Wednesday, and it's just going to keep cycling like that. But we'll go ahead and do this. I should have actually bought these before, but Psychic Chain, we're going to go ahead and purchase that, and also the Fragmentized one. This should be really good, and we should be able to get an upgrade on that. We can do this one though, and that one, oh, we don't even have enough. We probably don't have enough for this one either. We don't. Okay, so I bought all that stuff, but we don't even have enough dust to do that, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and use that next time, but at least we have the cards. And I find that's something that I don't really do very often, is check the dust shop, just because, I mean, we don't get dust very often. It's really, we only get dust at the very end of a raid, so you know, we don't get it very often. We're not always stacking on it. Like, I mean, diamonds or gems or whatever, we'll get them from daily rewards, watching videos, things like that, right? So we get them very, you know, I don't want to say very frequently, but we get them fairly frequently, right? We're in comparison to the raid dust, which is really only, we get a bunch of it after every raid, which is definitely nice to get for sure. Hopefully nearly 600 taps, not quite though, very close, but 8 taps probably get me a little bit more damage, but not that much. 307,000 damage is not too bad from this deck as well. So go ahead and submit that one. Then we only have one more, which is going to be the other head deck, which we will go ahead and use fairly soon here. But 9,949 honestly is kind of looking like the end point here. We can't really afford any other skills to activate. We're just running out of mana. So instead of waiting around for possibly 10 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and do a prestige here quick. So we're getting advanced stage start of 8,162, which is just, it's insane. Honestly, I haven't really been talking or thinking about the advanced stage start in since a long time, since like 6,000, 4,000 advanced stage starts. So it's just crazy how quickly I feel like we're progressing. I know a lot of you guys are probably progressing a lot more than I am, because I don't play a ton off camera, unless there's a tournament. I'm on all the time, but even when there's not a tournament, I don't play a ton. But it still feels like we are always progressing in this game. Even though we're not actually beating our max stage right now, I still feel like I'm progressing, because look, Book of Shadows is at 44%. Now we got it all the way up to nearly 64%. That was a nearly 20% increase in our Book of Shadows, and this is again preparing for tournaments. So And like I said before, that was something that I really messed up on the crafting shard tournament. Like I said, I didn't know it was that day. So going into it, I didn't want to wait really late or anything like that. But I didn't know that it was that day. Otherwise, I would have had Book of Shadows as high as I possibly could. And then we went into it with such a low percent. Like if it was low 60s, low 60%. And you know, I just wasn't really prepared for it. And I do apologize again for that as well. But we're going to go ahead and activate. I don't know why he couldn't actually beat that, but we'll go ahead and activate that. Collect all of this. Again, talking about diamonds, we just got another, what is that, 20 diamonds. That is absolutely perfect. There we go. So we can buy something more in the shop, but like I said, I'm waiting for the all gold pet, or Polly more specifically, I guess. We'll go ahead and activate that, and we'll activate that as well. We'll go ahead and do our 4th battle here. This one is going to be another head deck, of course, and we'll see what we can do here. So we'll go ahead and keep swiping on the head, and hopefully with this one, I mean, normally we can get 600 taps. It's really only the limb damage deck where we struggle, because there's such a big gap in between the legs and the hands that you kind of miss a tap or two there every couple seconds. But yeah, so we should be able to get it's kind of hard to justify, or you know, give a good guess of what damage we're going to get from these type of decks. I mean, we've already used our best decks. This one is, I don't know if this one's worse than our 3rd deck, but this one I think is our probably worst. Oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I think that is still a little bit higher than the 3rd deck we use. So it goes like 1st, 2nd, 4th, 3rd. I think that's how it goes. We're going to go and submit that score, 600 taps though, like I said. So that is really good to see. But guys, I am going to have to go ahead and wrap that episode up today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. If you guys have enjoyed another Tap Titans 2 video, be sure to go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe so you guys don't miss any more daily content. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.